Hello, everyone, and welcome to our show FYI by the 1% Academy. Today, I have with me a very well known trader, Mr. Kapil Agarwal. Let me introduce you, Kapil, for all of you who want to learn about his journey in the stock markets. Kapil is a professionally qualified computer science engineer. He's been passionately active in the stock markets for 6 years and is a full time trader specializing in systematic trading. Kapil started his journey as a discretionary trader and then entered into the world of systematic trading. He is also an expert in risk management. He manages portfolio of diversified strategies and is an active participant in planning the future strategies and training modules for marketscanner.in. His guru, Vishal Mehta, has been his guide as a trader. Kapil, thank you so much for accepting our invite and welcome to the FYI show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nainesh, for inviting me. I'm so excited to be on the show.
So Kapil, let me start with your journey. Okay, आप आपके trading journey के बारे में बात करते हैं. How did you become a trader? Tell us more about it.
So actually, क्या हुआ कि in 2017 first time I stumbled into the stock markets. मतलब उससे पहले I didn't know what is the stock market, what people do there. Nothing I knew about the stock markets. It was just like a blank slate. And thereafter, I started investing in the stock markets. I started investing in mutual funds. I started investing in growth stocks and all that. And slowly, I kept knowing more and more about the markets. So one fine day, I thought like I should try trading as well. I knew that trading is a risky game, but I wanted to know trading as well. So what happened? I was just searching over the internet that what all courses are available, and by that point, I had known that like people promising multi-bagger returns in a very short time, that is not very much possible. And so I chose a course which had like moderate expectations. I thought, yeah, this is okay for me because they are not setting the bar too high. So I learned my technical analysis from that course, and then I started into discretionary trading. And my discretionary journey was just on and off. Sometimes I made profits, sometimes I made losses, loss, profit. That's how it went all the way. And as it was happening, I got to know there is something called as systematic trading. So as I got in to know about systematic trading, systematic trading. So I became fascinated about systematic trading from the initial days itself. So I got to know about it from Vishal Mehta. He's he has been a guru in my systematic trading journey since then. So I learned some of the strategies. Then I started applying my own brains into it, and since I've been trading systematic, I have been regularly profitable, and that's how my journey has been.
Awesome. So the one takeaway that I have, Kapil, from this is education is important to become a trader, right? You also learned your technical analysis or the markets from a platform, and that's how you kind of start your journey. At this point, I'd also like to talk about the 1% platform. So Fisdom has an initiative called the 1% Academy, and on this platform, we have mentors like Vishal Mehta, Jyoti Budia, and a lot of known traders who come to the platform, teach people on how to become an expert trader, on how to start your trading journey from scratch, and then scale the trading journey to become systematic traders. So, I urge all of you to go out to our website, check out the courses that we have. It's completely, moderated by traders who are in the markets and making money off the markets. We're going to put the link in the comment section as well for your reference. Kapil, a good journey, I would say 6 years from not knowing what markets are to then becoming a systematic trader. Obviously you said discretionary trader trading में आप कभी पैसा बनाते हो, कभी पैसा जाता है. Let me ask you this. How would you deal with पैसा जाता है? बनाने में तो सबको मजा आता है, but पैसा जाता है, आप ये प्रॉब्लम से डील कैसे करते हो?
सो ये प्रॉब्लम से डील करने में डिस्क्रिशनरी ट्रेडिंग में ज़्यादा मुश्किल होती थी, क्योंकि उसमें मेरे पास कोई बैक टेस्ट नहीं है, मेरे को कहाँ पे सिस्टम स्टॉप करना है, मेरे को कहाँ पे क्या करना है, वो चीज़ें समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता था. अगर जैसे मैं सिस्टमेटिक ट्रेडिंग में आया तो मेरे पास एक रूल बेस्ड सिस्टम है, मुझे पता है कि क्या ड्रॉडाउन रहा है हिस्टोरिकली. तो जब तक मैं उस ड्रॉडाउन के पास आऊँगा तब तक मेरे को समझ में आने लगेगा कि क्यों मेरे लॉसेज हो रहे हैं, एंड आई कैन देन चूज टू कंटिन्यू विद द सिस्टम और नॉट. तो सिस्टमैटिक ट्रेडिंग में ये मेरे लिए काफ़ी इजी रहा. और सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट बात है कि यू स्टिक विद द सिस्टम. आप रोज रोज सिस्टम अगर चेंज करेंगे तो देयर इज नो होली ग्रेल इन द मार्केट. आप जो ड्रॉडाउन फेस कर रहे हैं उनसे जब अगर आप निकल के आएंगे तो आई विल टेल यू कि उससे ज़्यादा कन्विक्शन कोई चीज़ आपको स्ट्रेटजी में दे ही नहीं सकती. बिकॉज जब आप ड्रॉडाउन से निकल के आते हैं तो आप चाहे, वो एक प्रैक्टिकल चीज़ है, वो ना कोई एजुकेशन आपको दे सकती, ना कहीं से भी वो साइकोलॉजिकल एज आपको नहीं मिल सकती जब तक आप ड्रॉडाउन से बाहर निकल के नहीं आते हैं. और फिर आप उस स्ट्रेटजी को डबल कन्विक्शन से करते हैं जब आप उस ड्रॉडाउन को पार कर लेते हैं. मगर अगर आपने चूज किया कि ड्रॉडाउन में मैं स्ट्रेटजी छोड़ के दूसरी पकड़ लूँ, देन आपका माइंडसेट कभी डेवलप हो ही नहीं पाएगा. और जब माइंडसेट डेवलप नहीं हो पाएगा तो फिर आप सही से नहीं ट्रेड कर पाएंगे.
Yeah, I think I agree. I mean, the way you behave in a drawdown really helps you build your mindset to come to the market again and trade. Kapil, मैं आपको पूछना चाहूंगा कि ये 6 सालों में जब आपने मार्केट में ट्रेडिंग किया है, what has been the toughest time in the market? मतलब ऐसे psychologically या what has been the most a toughest time where you don't know कि इसके आगे क्या होगा. Tell us more about the tough part or the dark side of trading.
So toughest time in the markets has been, like, if I remember correctly, it was in November 2020. So that time the system which I was trading was a short only system, and
अच्छा.
it was like the markets were behaving like nobody is short in the market. The market opened, and in the initial 5 minutes I hit all the stop losses. That happened twice or thrice regularly. But I stuck to the system and then came out of the drawdown, and believe me, that really helps. And I was relatively new to systematic trading at that time, and I would suggest the new traders that go through a drawdown, even with smaller capital. Start with a very, very small capital and go through a drawdown. 10%, 20% drawdown, that will really build up your psychology for the future, and that will really set you up to trade with bigger and bigger capital in the future. But if you say, no, I don't want losses at all, then it will not set you up for the longer term.
I agree. I mean, Kapil, the one important takeaway, even from what you said, is that losses are a part of trading, right? And you
Yes.
accept losses. The day you learn to accept losses, you will be able to take profits in a better manner. So I agree with that. Having said that, obviously, we've got some audience who's watching us today. If you have questions for Kapil, please put it on the comment section. I will take it after we speak to him. Kapil has an amazing presentation to share with us. So we will take questions after that. Okay. Kapil, coming back to you. Okay. So you said we spoke about the hard times of trading. You spoke about how you started from a discretionary, met Vishal Mehta, life changed. You started systematic trading with him. Abhi, I want to ask you, a question which normally traders answer differently. Are you also an investor in the stock market? क्या आप investing भी करते हो market में?
Yes, I invest mainly through mutual funds or index funds.
Okay, you invest in mutual funds and index funds. You don't
Yes.
invest in stocks directly, is it?
No, I don't invest in stocks directly.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, because the trader in you will start coming along when you buy stocks. Okay, every time you see
Yeah,
something
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you see a reversal happening, you'll be like, ये stock बेच देते हैं और कोई opportunity ढूंढेंगे. Amazing. So, cool. Kapil, you recently appeared in a webinar, and it got 45,000 views within a week's time. So that congratulations, it's been amazing. And
Thank you.
I also am excited to learn what you have in store for us today. I know you're going to talk to us a lot about mindset, psychology, and trading. Everyone in the audience is also excited today to learn from you कि जो mindset रहता है trader का, उसे या psychology रहती है trading में, उसे कैसे maintain किया जाए. So very very important, guys. Kapil is going to share with us a few tips on how when you trade you need to keep certain checks on your psychology and mindset. So Kapil, over to you. Excited to learn from you.
Okay. Sure, Nanesh. Can someone from audience confirm if they can see my presentation?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Okay. So, Nanesh, the topic we are going to discuss today is mastering the mindset of successful trading. So, as you can see in the picture above, that a guy is trading over the rope. So, he needs complete balance. He can neither move towards the left nor the right. So, same way in trading, I would say that you need balance, you need equanimity of mind. So, what happens is if you're too happy during profits and you're too sad during losses, then it becomes difficult psychologically to trade well and keep making the money. So, let me start with one of my favorite quotes by Richard Dennis. So I'm like Nainesh, you mentioned the podcast in which I appeared, and I closed that podcast here itself. And this one, I'm going to begin here where the last one finished. So,
Lovely.
so this is a very famous quote and a very favorite quote of mine. It says, "I always say that you could publish trading rules in the newspaper and no one would follow them. The key is consistency and discipline." So, Ganesh, even as investors, we all know that if we hold the index for, let's say, a period of 8 to 10 years, we will make good returns, at least
Absolutely.
more than the fixed returns that we are getting in fixed deposits and other instruments.
100%.
So, everybody knows that. Those who are in the stock market know this simple, very, very simple strategy. But are we able to implement it? Maybe not. Maybe a very few of us are able to implement it because the reason being we do not have the consistency, we do not have the discipline, we do not have the conviction, we also do not have the faith that when the markets come down, there are negative news coming in all around, and we lose our faith in the long term. So, same way in trading, even if you know the rules, I have shared some strategies, but that will not get you to the end point of making your trading profitable. You have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined. So, we'll talk more about discipline in this slide. So, this guy is Eliud Kipchoge. He is the fastest marathon runner in the world. So he has spoken something on discipline. Let us hear that and then we'll talk more about it.
Only the disciplined ones are free in life. If you are in discipline, you are a slave to your moods. There is a sign. The best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. But the second and the best time to plant a tree of self-discipline is today.
So, like he has said, that discipline is very important. Generally, in life, what we do is we think that okay, if we are not disciplined, then we are fully free. But he has used this in a different way. Like if you are not disciplined, you are a slave of your mind. Means as the mind says, so you will do. But if you are disciplined, then the mind will run according to you. That is a very big difference. If mind works according to you, then it is very easy to be a profitable trader. But when the drawdowns come, when the bad phases come, if the mind starts controlling you, then it is very difficult to be profitable in the stock market journey. So, Nainesh, you must have heard about what is vitamin A, vitamin D, but have you heard about vitamin N?
Not heard of vitamin N. Kapil, I'm going to ask the audience, guys. If you know what vitamin N is, I urge you to put it out on the chat box. Okay, so put on the chat box while Kapil talks to us and explains to us. I would love to hear from you. What is vitamin N? Okay, so if you know it, please put it out. Kapil, over to you again.
Okay. Did we get any replies?
Not yet. We'll
No.
keep getting replies. You can continue.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, I'll continue. So, let us hear what said in the video.
When you say self-discipline, what exactly do you mean by that? The rule number one is to get vitamin N. Vitamin N? Yes. That's the rule number one. You need to inject yourself with vitamin N. N is for? N is to learn to say no. That's a vitamin. Yeah. That's how to get self-discipline. Secondly, is setting your priorities right. Thirdly, is avoid complaining.
Okay. So, I think now you must have understood what he meant by vitamin N.
Yeah, so
So,
Kapil, I'll just take a pause here. Sonika
sure.
Agarwal has given us the right answer before it was on the screen. Okay, so Sonika
Okay.
has put out power to say no. So Sonika, that's the correct answer, and we would get in touch with you and give you a small present from our end. Okay, so we give you a small giveaway for the right answer. Kapil, name one book, a trading book that you personally like a lot. Any trading book, any book, psychology, anything that you like a lot.
The one of the books which I read recently and which I like a lot is Psychology of Money, and I'll take up some things from the book in the presentation as well. So we'll discuss more about that when I
Perfect.
take that up.
Perfect. So, Sonika Agarwal, you win a book from us, Psychology of Money. The Fisdom team will get in touch with you and send it out to you. So, congratulations, guys. Keep putting your answers here, and you get a chance to win some giveaways from us. Sorry, Kapil, to break it. Please go ahead. Yes.
No, no, no issues, no issues, Anish. So he has talked about vitamin N, and I have listened this more than a year ago, and we need to understand in our trading journey as well. We need to say no to a lot of things. We need to say no to system hopping. See, if you search on YouTube, you will get a new strategy every day. But you need to you need to learn to stick with your system and take it over the long term. And no doubt that we need to keep learning, we need to keep learning more and more. But from a system point of view, from something you are trading, you need to say no to a lot of things. And also, like if you are trading with a broker, then you need to stop complaining about the things. Because what happens when you complain, your energy gets sucked in. And you are mentally weaker and you are not able to trade properly. And if you stop complaining, then you accept the situation as it is, and then you are able to act on it properly. So that is the whole gist of it, and how I use vitamin N and the strategy he has outlined in my trading journey. So I was talking about the book Psychology of Money you asked to us just now, and that is a quote. This is a quote from the writer of the same book, Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel. So it is a very nice quote in which he says, planning is important, but the most important part of every plan is to plan on the plan, not going according to plan. So, if you dive deep into this, so we need to plan everything, but the real situation comes in when things don't go according to plan, and then you are able to adjust with it, and maybe you are able to deal with it and come out well. That is makes you a good trader, and in the long term you are able to survive. So, following this quote, I tried to implement the planning in my trading journey, and I would like to discuss a few points. And I would like, I would also like the audience to highlight some points that they do in their trading journey to make sure that their planning is up to the mark and they are able to execute their systems without any issues. So, if the audience can also put in a few points that they follow to ensure that their trading plan is fully planned. So what I do is I trade with a broker with high uptime. Like I don't run after free plans or something. That is okay if it is free and it has a high uptime. I have no issues. But the first priority I have is it should have a high uptime. But even if a broker has a high uptime, there is no surety that the broker will have 100% uptime. Any website or any broker, be it anything, can go down at least once or twice in a year. So, what we try to do is I keep some of my capital in a different broker account so that, as generally I'm an option seller, so if my broker is not working, I can take those trades in a different broker account and maybe save myself from bigger losses.
Okay.
Another important point I have is that I take hedge trades even in intraday trades because taking hedge trades like saves you from the risk. Like Nanesh, you might remember that like in the last 1 or 2 years, once it has happened that the NSE has gone down.
Yeah.
So in that case, the market might open 1 or 2% up, and then in intraday also your stop losses might get jumped. So taking hedge trades is very important to save you from bigger losses. And of course, when you are trading positional strategies, hedging and taking hedge trades is very important part. So one other thing which we try to do is monitor for errors that come up in automation. It's like if I automate a system, then some people might do is they just forget what is happening and uh, they just let the system run, and the system might encounter some issues which may lead you to some bigger losses. So even if you have automated your strategies, then also you need to keep checking that what issues might come up and resolve them whatever way possible, either taking manual trades or squaring off the trades.
Interesting. Yeah. So, Kapil, you asked a few of our audience to tell you what they do. We've got some answers. Let me read it out to you if you don't want to change. So, Aniket has mentioned saying strict stop loss. That is something that he keeps in his trades. And Sonika has replied saying try to have least bunk days. So, those are the two replies that we've got, to what they do and what they follow in their trades. So yeah, again, over to you.
Okay, thank you. So some of the other few points that I do is like I try to diversify my positions. Like there have been some instances where some of the strikes in Nifty and Bank Nifty options have had free trades.
Hmm.
So if you diversify your positions, then even if you are caught in a free trade, then you don't lose a very big amount of your capital, and you can get relatively safe from the free trades.
Okay.
Also, I like to keep some spare cash in bank account, like if in case there is a margin shortfall, if in case there is some issue where I deleted my hedge positions or some errors, then it is very handy. And
Right.
of course, keeping multiple internet connections, even even if the second is a mobile data connection or a broadband connection, but it is very important to stay connected all day long if you're a trader. So, next point that we are discussing, NH, is understanding drawdowns. So, for those of you who don't know, a drawdown is something like to reach the peak of your equity curve. And let's say you have made a total of 100 rupees profit, and then you encounter some loss making trades, and due to these loss making trades your net profit comes down to say 90 rupees. Then in that case you have gone through a 10% drawdown.
Mm.
So drawdown is very important in the trading journey, and to sustain in the long term we need to focus a lot on the drawdowns. So So yeah, what happens is, as retail traders who have started initially, we focus many times we focus only on the returns.
Right. Mm.
We think that okay, whatever drawdown comes, we will deal with it, but we should get bigger and bigger returns. But when it comes to executing this executing this psychologically, when you encounter that drawdown it becomes very difficult to sustain that drawdown. So you must just not focus on the returns, but you must focus on the drawdown of your strategies as well. Another thing which is there is that we focus on getting the trades right.
Okay.
So what is, like Vishal has also discussed this in numerous webinars, that while we were in school or we were studying, then we were looking to get 8 out of 10 marks or 9 out of 10 marks, so getting the maximum right things. But here in the trading journey, it is not essential that you get everything right. Even if you get 50% of your trades right and you have a 1 is to 2 risk reward ratio, then that is good enough to make you money in the longer run. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So, Nanesh, we should focus on our strategy. We should focus on reducing the drawdowns, but not on getting every trade right. It may even increase the drawdown more if you focus on getting trade right, because might be in the quest of getting everything right, you book your profits at a smaller point and get bigger losses, leading to more and more drawdown. And also, one more thing that happens is people keep on hopping the system. That when a drawdown comes, people like to
Change.
change the systems, and when they change the system, that system might incur another drawdown. So if you keep hopping the system, then you yourself cannot know what kind of drawdowns you can face. So that is very important to not do in case you want to have control over your drawdown or control over your strategy.
Kapil, I'll tell you about this instance where I was chatting with Vishal, and we were talking about being a good trader. So,
Okay.
I'm a discretionary trader. Obviously, trying to become systematic. I'm also learning how I can become systematic. So, Vishal and me were talking, and he said, many a times I think I'm a very good analyst. Okay. uh,
Yeah.
but sometimes execution takes a hit, or when I actually go on to trading, there are errors. We were talking about the risk reward, and I'd like to tell you about this.
Yeah.
I was telling him that as a discretionary trader, if I do right about 50% of the times, I mean, I feel like I am not that great an analyst. And Vishal was like, if anyone is right 50 to 60% of the times, you can make amazing money in the markets. The
True.
game is risk reward, and we actually spoke about why, in spite of 50% of the trades going wrong, we are still making money, for the simple reason that the risk reward is maintained. And I think the mathematics of that is very interesting. For example, let me kind of take it for the audience. Suppose you get one trade right and one trade wrong. Okay, the trade that we get right, if we earn 2 rupees, and the trade that we get wrong, we lose 1 rupee. In spite of getting one wrong, you will still be making money. Net, you're profitable. And as a trader, we have a goal that at the end of a particular period, you want to be profitable. Let's say you keep a week's time, you keep a month's time, or a year's time. For me, I keep it as like a month's time. That end of the month, I want to see how I've done, and I want to be profitable. And the one thing that I have seen, whenever I maintain my risk rewards correctly, I've always been profitable in spite of trades, 40% of the trades or 50% of the trades going right. And the key was risk reward. And actually, while talking to Vishal, we realized the mathematics is amazing. Even if, sometimes when you maintain a risk reward of 1:3, one fourth of your trades go right and you're still broken even. And that is the beauty of risk rewards.
Yeah.
So sorry, yeah. So I just wanted to share this with you and the audience, that what you mentioned is very important as a trader. So it's not the only that analysis and trade execution. It is also understanding how much money am I risking to a trade, to how much money I'm making off the trade, and sticking to that, which is very important.
Yeah, no, it's very well said. Yeah, I think it would be easier for the audience to understand the mathematics behind that now.
Sure. So you can share your presentation again, and let's continue. You have a very interesting deck, by the way.
Sure. So, can you see my screen, Anish?
Yes, I can.
So, one more important concept in finance is the uncle point. Have you heard about this, Anish?
No, I listened for the first time. But in my view or my opinion, uncle point is the point at which we kind of give up everything, saying, "Boss, abhi nahi ho payega." But you can go ahead. Tell me what it is.
Yeah, you are kind of right. And I attended a conference last year where I first heard about this term. And until then, I thought I would discuss it with the audience and let them know how they can save themselves from reaching the uncle point, or uncle point as a point where they throw in their trades or throw in the towel, that they will not trade anymore because they cannot risk more. So if I summarize it, it is just like the point at which you say I quit, because you are not able to bear the losses anymore psychologically, and you get out of the trade. So what we have to do is, we have to understand that if we have to make the systems in such a way that we do not reach that point that we have to quit. Because, like, if we understand drawdowns, then what happens is, like, if I give you a system, like, or if I give someone a system which has, say, like a 20% drawdown, it is believed psychologically that he might say yes to that kind of a system initially, but he will stop trading the system at just the 10% drawdown. So because the until we lose, we cannot actually uh, we cannot actually figure out the loss of, we cannot actually figure out the pain of losing. And initially we are able to easily say that 20% of drawdown is fine for me, but when it actually comes, the pain does not let you move ahead. So what we have to say is, what we have to do is, we have to keep our strategies diversified, and we have to keep the drawdowns to a minimum. If we think we can go up to 20% drawdown, then we should design systems which can go only till 10% drawdown, because the psychological pain of losing is not very easy to bear, especially when you have started initially and you have not taking big losses. So that's what I wanted to discuss about Uncle Point and how you can diversify your strategy so you never reach that point that you have to
Quit.
throw in the towel or stop trading. So another point I want to discuss is the death spiral. Death spiral is, I have taken this analogy from the ants. What happens is, like, if one ant starts going round, and we know that ants have a nature or a tendency to follow each other, then all the other ants also start going round and round, and they form a circular path where they reach nowhere. And when they reach nowhere, they keep on moving, and they can die actually of exhaustion. So this, I will discuss how it happens, especially with the systematic traders. So this is a very important point which systematic traders must understand, and I will tell you how systematic traders get into the debt trap. What happens is, if we make a system and like start running it, and when we are monitoring it manually, what happens is we think, oh, the system is not very intelligent, I should book profits because now I think the market will move the other way. So we like do manual intervention with the system, and when we do manual intervention with the system, two things will happen. Either you make more money than your original system which was supposed to run, or you will make less money than the original system which was supposed to run. So if you make less money than the original system, then you come into the guilt of losing. That, oh, if I would have kept on the system running, I would have made more money. And that guilt of losing will alter your psychology. That will stop you for taking the next trade, and your psychology will be spoiled. Another thing that can happen is that, yeah, you used your discretion with the system and you actually won. Means your system actually underperformed your new intervention that you did with the system. That is even more harmful, because now you think I'm the king, I will trade with the system, and when I think the system is not doing good, and when I think the system is making the most amount of money, that time I will book the profit. And now you are in your self praise kind of psychology. You think, no, I know the system where it will give maximum profits and I'll book every time. But what happens is, now as time passes, two of these things keep on happening, and now you are neither a systematic trader nor a discretionary trader. You are running in two boats. You are running a system and putting in your discretion to think that you will make more money, but actually it spoils your psychology, and you are not able to make money, not able to run the system, and you are in two boats. See, even in trading or in life otherwise, sailing in two boats will never take you anywhere. And slowly you get into this spiral of predicting the system with systematic trading and predicting as well, and that gets you down. So I would suggest you start with a very small capital, even whatever you can afford to lose, but never jump your systematic trading system, because once you get into a habit of that, then you get into a death spiral. You just develop a habit of doing it again and again and again, and you are never able to come out of that. And in this way you just spoil your psychology, spoil your system, and become nobody trader, neither a systematic nor discretion. If you have some point, like you think this system can be made more intelligent, go to the drawing board, backtest the system after the markets, and maybe evolve that point in your system if your backtest says, yeah, it's going good over the long term. But during the markets, if you make a habit of playing with the system, that then it will not help you.
Sure. So interesting enough, Kapil, and I think the learnings were extensive. I have a question from Nirmal, and I'm going to take it here, Kapil. Nirmal is asking, when you say system, when you use the word system, what are you actually referring to? What do you mean when you say system? Kapil, can you help Nirmal with understanding what a system means?
So, Nirmal, it's a good question from Nirmal. So, what is a system? Like if you are trading discretionary or you are trading algo based, then in that case, what will happen is you will have a set of rules. Even a discretionary trader will have a set of rules. They might not be written down or in paper, they might not have been coded, but you have a set of rules. Those set of rules are a system you follow to make your trading journey profitable. And as I say that don't play with the system in between the markets, and as I said just now, so as as you see the markets, if you think you can evolve the system, you can make it better, then you just after the market try to backtest that and see if it works for you, then you can evolve that system.
So, Nirmal, if I were to add, Kapil, I'll add to this. Basically, system is a set of rules that you put together, saying कि अगर ये situation market में रहा तो हम trade लेंगे और ये situation वापस दिखा और there is another set of rules जिसके हिसाब से हम exit करेंगे. So basically, it's basically telling the computer that every time XYZ happens, you have to buy. Every time ABC happens, you have to sell. So the computer does trades for you, and that is system. So it's like a disciplined way of trading. It's not dependent on you and me as human beings who decide कि आज ट्रेड करना है, ये स्टॉक लेना है, ये स्टॉक कौन से लेवल पे लेना है, कहाँ बेचना है. A system is essentially when you build a disciplined approach to trading. तो उसे बोलते हैं system. Kapil, I have a good question, okay, and a question which is very relatable to today's time, and it's from Muthu. He wants to ask you, and I'm not sure if we have the right answer to this, but it's a very interesting question. He's saying, how can I make use of Chat GTP in trading? So, Kapil, AI. How can you make use of AI with trading?
Yeah, actually, in trading, I have not used Chat GPT much, but while browsing through Twitter, I've seen that people have used it to, write the code for 920 straddle and learn some of the terms of trading from Chat GPT. Yeah, it is a futuristic thing, and we need to explore more and more to learn more about it.
Sure. So, Muthu, the answer is AI can definitely help you build specific codes. But the way I would say it is right now, the human mind is needed definitely to build systems that we say. Markets are too complex for robots to build a system as well as trade it. So there is human intervention, and I hope for a good time to come. This intervention remains. So that's an answer for you, Muthu, and very good question. Also from the crowd, guys, any questions that you have, please put it out. Today, Kapil has actually taught us two very, very important concepts. And as a trader, I really appreciate both. And somewhere I would say, as a discretionary trader, I've been through a lot of feelings, especially when it comes to one. The first one is, the uncle point comes a lot of times as a discretionary as well. And obviously, the second one that you explained, the spiral, the death spiral, you definitely uh, come to that sometimes even as a discretionary trader. It's not only as a systematic. What I'm going to put out is today after we put this webinar live. As a trader, please put your experience with either the uncle point that you've had in your life or the debt spiral that you've been in where you feel like it's going nowhere. And Fisdom will give the top two stories that we get, a small giveaway from our end, and the giveaway will be none other than the book that Kapil you mentioned, psychology of money. So we will not only understand where you are going wrong, but also help you solve it with the help of this book. So guys, go out and put it in the comment section. So just put out a story where either you faced the uncle point or you faced the death spiral. Tag Fisdom in your comment, tag 1%, and we'll be able to give you a gift. Also, Kapil, we are starting in the 1% Academy. We have a very interesting course which is coming up, which is the basics of technical analysis. So this course basically starts 11th of March, and it's in English. And we have super traders who will come and train you and teach you how to read charts. And in today's live session, I want you to ask the audience a question, and the first person gives us the right answer, Kapil, we will give them a discounted entry to the course, and we will give a 50% discount to the course price. So, Kapil, any question that you want to ask the audience today? Anyone
So,
who's live can be a participant.
okay, so if I got it right, I have to ask a question and the
Yes.
audience will try to reply it.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
first right answer will get a 50% discounted entry to our course, technical analysis course.
Okay, the question related to technical analysis or
You
can
can ask
be
anything, anything. It's open to you.
okay. I'll ask a very simple question that what is the Kalmar ratio which we use in systematic trading?
Okay, so Kapil's question today is, what is the Kalma ratio that we use in trading? Anyone who puts the answer up first will be eligible for a special discounted entry to our technical analysis course. So please put your answers out, and we'll be very very happy to give you a giveaway. So lots of giveaways. We've given out already one. Two we will give out in the comments when people put in their experiences and tag Fisdom. And the third one is a discounted entry to the course. So guys, put out your answers. I'm sure a lot of them will be googling it right now, but put out the answers, and you will be eligible for the giveaway. Okay, so Kapil, till we get answers there, let me also ask you. Trading is one of the most difficult professions to be in. Unlike how the world perceives कि आप सिर्फ बटन दबाते हो और पैसा आता है, it's one of the most difficult places to be in. What has your experience been with people outside the market looking at you as a trader? Any particular instances, experiences that you want to share with us?
Okay. People outside the market. Yeah, basically I come from a background where I'm not from Mumbai that everyone is trading, everyone is having investment portfolio. I basically have my roots in Uttar Pradesh, and
Sure.
there very few people are trading, and if you tell them that you are trading FNO, then they will say to your dad that he will like make you sell your house in the next few days. So that has been my experience for a longer term. But as per my parents, they have been very supportive from initially when I started learning trading. Means they had the confidence in me that I'll not do anything wrong, which which is not good, and they every time trusted me. But yeah, I have had instances where people think that I am gambling. Also, many people think that yeah, if you are trading, then you must be watching TV with your trades. But when I say to people that I do not watch TV, I just trade my systems, then people are even more intrigued that what does he do? He is not following even the experts, and he's just trading on his own. So that are the scenarios I have witnessed while trading.
Absolutely, and I think all traders have gone through this once in their life, right?
Yeah.
I've gone through the same, right? A lot of people think trading is very close to gambling, और आप तो gambling करते हो. I mean, very tough to get rid of such psychologies. But I think overall, a lot of people have started understanding the art and science of trading. It's not gambling. When you understand your probabilities, when you know what you're doing, you're not gambling. Okay, so a very big difference, and a very very interesting one. So we've got some answers here, Kapil. We've got some answers. I think, I think Ratnadeep has written annual ROI divided by drawdown. He's given it very very precise. You think should we give the giveaway to Ratnadeep? Is the answer right, Kapil? What's your call?
Yeah, the answer is actually okay, but we have to give to how many people?
We give it to one. We give it to one person.
One. If we have to choose one, then we have to. I would choose Kashif. He has written risk-adjusted returns. He has not just given the formula, but he has given out the gist of it. So I
Okay,
would choose Kashif, who
Kashif.
has written risk-adjusted returns.
Okay, sure. So Kashif, you've been chosen as the lucky one, and the other ones, guys, you can always stay around on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and always be a part of our knowledge sessions as well as the giveaways. Kashif, we will get in touch with you. The team will get in touch with you and offer a highly discounted rate, to enter our trading course. Okay, the 1% Academy, and we've never done this giveaway before, ever. Either on social media or otherwise. So you are the lucky one, and congratulations. And for the others, if you would like to participate, Ratnadeep and the others who had answered, you guys were also right with the explanation. Unfortunately, we had only one giveaway, but you guys can participate in the competition that's still open. Okay, where you can put in where you face the uncle point in your trading life or the debt spiral. Put in your experience, and we will pick out two winners who will get a book from us. And the book that Kapil has mentioned, the book which is very very important for every trader to read, Psychology of Money. We will hand it over to you as a giveaway from us. So please do that. Kapil, also, parting notes. I would like you to summarize and give our audience a few tips. Okay, normally we don't ask for tips, but a few tips on how to become a good trader. Okay, we don't want tips in the market. We want tips to become good traders. Over to you, Kapil.
So the tips to become good traders, I have already mentioned in the presentation. The most important thing I would say is be disciplined in your life, and then you can be disciplined in your trading career. Because if you think that you are not disciplined in life and then you will be disciplined 9 to 3 or 3:30, then it is quite difficult. I have not met a lot of people who are able to do that. So learn to be disciplined in every part of your life, and sure you can then become a good trader. Because trading as a career, you should understand that going wrong is just fine, but if you are not disciplined, then you can lose your big capital, something you have earned in months. That amount you can lose in a few days or a single day or even in a few hours. So I would say that discipline is the most important part of trading to sustain in the longer run, because you might sustain in the short run, but in the long run it would be very very difficult to sustain without being disciplined.
Absolutely, and I think that's the biggest the biggest takeaway from today's session: discipline. Once you're disciplined in life, when you're disciplined in your trading, money will follow for sure. And Kapil, you've been amazing. Your learnings, the deck that you shared with us, has been amazing. Guys, we will keep getting traders like Kapil on our platform. We keep talking to traders. Every 15 days, we have a trader who talks about a few things that we need to learn to become better traders. If there is anything specific that our audience wants to hear about or learn about, feel free to put it in the comment section. I assure you that I will get a trader who can highlight those issues or talk about those topics and help you become a better trader. The goal and the idea of our FII sessions is actually to make you a better trader. So, guys, please put it in the comment section. We'll be very, very happy to get someone to speak about topics that you want to learn about trading. Kapil, on that note, thank you so much. You've been amazing as usual. And thank you for accepting our invite. It is always a pleasure to learn from traders like you, from experienced people like you. and I'm sure the audience has taken home a lot of understanding of what it takes to become a successful trader. So thank you, and good luck with your trading, Kapil. We will surely interact with you on and on. Thanks a lot, and thank you for the audience. Congratulations for everyone who's won. Good luck for your trading, and stay tuned on the Fisdom YouTube channel. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. We have a YouTube live every 15 days that will take care of everything you want to learn about trading. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and obviously put your comments. Tell us what you like about the session. Tell us what you want to learn, and Fisdom YouTube channel will make sure it's possible. Kapil, thank you so much. You've been amazing. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Nainesh. Thanks for the audience for participating in all the questions and all the things we have asked them to do. And thank you so much, Wisdom team and Nainesh, for inviting me.
Take care, Kapil. Thanks a lot. Guys who have won the giveaways, congratulations, and stay tuned with our channel for more giveaways. Thanks a lot. Take care and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much.